What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a few replays to show you how to defeat the XBOW, one of the most hated cards in the game, as well as the MORTAR. I do not have any replays with the MORTAR, but I'm going to show you guys how to beat the XBOW, and the tips that I give go hand in hand. This is the deck that I use in this video. This is some pretty old gameplay, but this deck works really well if you guys want to try it out. I just wanted to show it because this is the deck that I use in both replays. So this was before the update where the XBOW's range was decreased to 12 from I believe 13. So that means they will be able to put Teslas in front of their XBOW in this video. As soon as you see that Tesla go down or a defense at the front of the river, you guys know there's either an XBOW or a MORTAR coming up. And unless I have something to counter it right away, I like to push the other side to pressure him into dropping his troops over there, and then once the XBOW's finished shooting the troops that I pushed on the other side, I can focus on it with my troop. Now right there, I'm pretty sure that XBOW did not touch my tower at all. I did have an elixir collector right between my towers, but a little bit up front, so that the XBOW would lock onto it. I always do that just so the troops get distracted by it, or if he does have a MORTAR XBOW, it shoots that instead of my tower, while I can focus on getting rid of it. Of course, you can always just carry a rocket with you to take out these MORTARs or XBOWs, but if you don't want to bring that card with you, you can go ahead and follow these few tips. Like you just saw, a great method to defeat the XBOW or the MORTAR is to push the opposite side where there's an elixir collector or just a defense building right in front of your tower so that it does not lock onto your tower while you take out the XBOW. Right there, I did continue to attack the XBOW because I've already pushed the right side and I want to do more damage to this tower instead of the other one. With this deck, it works really well to place the barbarians in front and the musketeer behind. So you can usually outshoot any other defense right next to the XBOW or MORTAR. You can always outshoot a cannon no matter what, so if that's next to the XBOW or MORTAR, it's even better. As you can see right here, that's what I was talking about, the musketeer being able to outshoot the cannon. The cannon could not shoot her and she destroyed that, while I dropped a few more troops to take out the Tesla and then rush that right tower and get the win. Now here's the second replay facing an XBOW. As you can see, this guy has a Tesla and an XBOW, so he's going to be placing that right up front. As soon as he does that, you know there's an XBOW. So I went ahead and placed that elixir collector so the XBOW would not target my tower and target that instead. Like I did in the last raid, I'm going to go ahead and push the opposite side. The XBOW targets my troops, and if they were to die, it would shoot the elixir collector next, not my tower. I then dropped the musketeer out of range of the Tesla like I was talking about earlier, and it takes out the XBOW while it was distracted on my prince and dark prince. Spear Goblin is going to take out that princess, and now he has a cannon down. Here comes the Tesla too, and you know he's going to drop an XBOW next, so I'm going to go ahead and push the other side again to make him panic and not drop that XBOW. Another good thing to shoot the XBOW or MORTAR with is a bomber or a wizard. Of course, you put that behind your barbarians and it'll take out any of the skeletons or archers or spear goblins that your opponent drops to distract your troops, and then they can focus on the XBOW, or you just place that musketeer on the right side out of range of all the other defenses and target the XBOW. This deck also has a zap, so if you're not using it for minion hordes, you can always use it on the XBOW if it does manage to lock onto your tower. If you have another troop on the ground or a building to distract the XBOW from your tower, it'll redirect once it's done being frozen and shoot that instead of your tower. Like I said earlier, these same tips apply to how to take out a MORTAR. If you guys watch the replays over again but you just picture a MORTAR instead of an XBOW, the raid would have been the exact same. Now once again, here is the deck I use. I had a Prince, Dark Prince, Musketeer, Bomber, which can also be replaced with Wizards if you guys face a lot of minions, Elixir Collector, Zap, Barbarians, and Spear Goblins. I don't use this deck anymore, however it worked really well for me in the 2000 trophy range, and it works great against XBOWs and MORTARs. So because a lot of people don't use the XBOW anymore, I do find a lot of them, and so do a lot of people as well. I put a poll on Twitter just to make sure it was still relevant, and a lot of people said they do still find XBOWs, and I know a lot of people use MORTARs from my own personal experience. Hopefully this video helped you out, and it can help you take down these scums that use these terrible cards. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.
I got broads in Atlanta, just at the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like a Montana, honey killers on the helmets. Legacies, family, wait and see.